An annual festival took place at Parkersburg City Park this afternoon. The 44th annual West Virginia State Honey Festival took place in the Parkersburg City Park over the weekend. This event celebrates the many uses of honey and educates people about the honeybee, according to Bill Vincent, the Wood County Recreation Center director. Vincent says even though the festival was moved to the other side of the park because of the construction, it still turned out great.
I think it was very, very successful. Again, not knowing how a new location in the park was going to work out, but we've had so many volunteers. The City Parks staff office director and staff have been phenomenal helping us put this on. So in the end, it's been very successful. Yes.
There will be more about the Honeybee Festival, entertainment, and vendors tonight at 11. A nonprofit